in the Room podcast to talk about his amateur bantamweight bout at Cage Titans 53 next Saturday night, June 4th, is Andrew the Gladiator Valdina. Woo! What's up, my man? How you doing?
What's going on, Steve?
Not much, man. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. We are a week out from your next fighting opportunity, man. Let's talk about it. How excited are you to get back in there after coming off a real cool finish your last time in there?
I'm pumped. I say it every single time I'm on here, every time I'm in any podcast, but this is what I love to do. There's nothing that I love more than fighting, and I get to compete against the best of the best all the time. You know, I'm never going down in competition. This kid, I can't wait for him to bring it, and I'm going to bring it too. I cannot fucking wait.
Well, this kid, man, is a tough kid. Tyler Stevens coming in from one of our friends, mutual guys here, a guy you fought last a couple of cards ago, Arthur Mapufu, one of his training partners in Tyler Stevens coming here, 8-4. He's got a 3-fight winning streak. Kid's pretty well-rounded. What I've seen, I watched like 3 of his fights back. What are you thinking about this matchup, man? It's the best record you've gone against, and you're fighting a dude that, you know, kind of trains with a dude that, you know, you had a close fight with. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, Tyler Stevens. I think he's pretty legit among the amateur ranks. I said in another podcast before, toughest fight to date for sure. The record says it. The style says it. I think it's going to be an absolute banger, as all my fights always are. I mean, this is like the Cage Titans people's main event right here. This really is, and it's on the fucking prelims because of the stacked card. So Tyler Stevens, man, I really hope he just brings it 100%. I really do, because we got to give these people a fucking banger. I'm gonna show a lot of new shit. I'm telling you right now, I got a lot more tools in the toolbox, and it's gonna be a problem. It really is.
Well,
between the takedowns, the grappling, the strikes, chucking shin bones, it's going to be good. The whole fucking kit and caboodle.
Well, that was one of the things I was going to bring up. Watching him, the kid is well-rounded. He likes to grind. He likes to bring you down and get you in there. You know, he does have a 3-fight winning streak, but looking back at them 3 fights, those 3 opponents were, I think, a combined 6-1 record. He grinded those guys out. He did get caught with a punch at his last fight. He did get a knockdown, came back and ended up finishing that fight. But his 3 losses, he had three losses before that fight, and those guys' records are like 16-7. So it seems like when he takes on the higher talent, this is going back a couple of years ago, he kind of, you know, he gets overwhelmed. Man, this is a new guy with this 3-fight winning streak. What do you see out of him? Because like I said, he finishes and he grinds.
Well, I mean, look at me. I'm finishing. I'm fucking grinding now too. I mean, anything that he brings is something. It's not something I haven't seen in the gym already. I mean, I know that for a fact. I'm going with the best of the best. I'm going with my last rounds. I could have asked somebody. I'm not going to name drop here, but like I could have asked somebody for my last sparring rounds that just was way below my caliber. But instead, I go up and I ask fucking Mitch Raposo. I'm not backing down from anybody. And someone with an 8-4 record does not have a hint of intimidation towards me whatsoever. So the record's great. Good for you. You're about to be 8-5.
Well, there you go, my man. Confidence as ever coming out of you, dude. As far as approaching this fight, you speak about, you know, in past interviews together with podcasts and on your last, you know, interviews, you spoke about, you know, improving every fight camp, almost, you know, every day at this point, because you are a fighter 24/7 now, you know, 2 or 3 sessions a day. What is that elevation? What is that feeling like now that, you know, you are just getting better hourly at this?
No, it's like I said, there's nothing that I like doing more in this world than like just grinding every day, like getting my ass kicked and like dishing out as well, like at times. And it's my one true fucking love in this life. I'll tell you right now. And I'm so lucky enough and fortunate enough to be healthy enough to compete every other month or so for Cage Titans. And yeah, I mean, I really do improve every single fight, every single day. I got, you know, people like Connor Matthews, Tyler Menard, Carlos Lazoya. He's cornering me for this one. Number 15 professional flyweight in the U.S. So I'm in a really good circle. All right. I'm in a real good circle.
Excellent, my man. Well, as far as approaching Cage Titans 53. Dude, you fought on the last 5 cards. It's the last 5. Is this like 5 cards? Is this going to be 5 in a row or 6 in a row? What do we got here?
I think in a row it went 49, 50, 51, 52, now 53. This is the
So
5th card in a row.
5 in a row, bro. You're doing it, man. Man, what's the growth been like since that first fight in there? Not the first fight, the first of this streak up until now.
Yeah, I call that. So like, I actually put this in my head. I'm kind of a weirdo like this, where like pre-COVID, I had those 2 fights. I had my debut against Bagley at like Cage Titan 44, and then 46, I fought Demora, and those were almost like the prologue to like this big grand book here. But now Chapter 1 started at Cage Titans 49, and it closed at Cage Titans 51 with Arthur. This is Chapter 2 right now, coming off a knockout in the first round of the last fight, and I'm going to continue it right now. I'm telling you right now, this really is Chapter 2. Big evolution.
And your biggest opponent to date, man. As far as this opponent, he's coming from Arthur, Alabama. I think he's number 2 in Alabama. As far as, how did this come up? I know you wanted the toughest of the tough. I mean, you're getting up there in your amateur fights. You want to turn pro at some level. So you need to go against, all calibers here. How did this matchup come about? Was Arthur just making the trip and this dude wanted to come along? Or was this a guy that was like on the radar? Mike, he's been speaking with Mike, and Mike said, hell, this is a great matchup.
I think what probably happened to get Tyler Stevens' interest sparked was, Arthur winning that belt in Cage Titans against me in February, going back to his gym, and, his buddy Tyler seeing this, being like, shit, that's a good promotion. They cover their fighters really well, and you got a belt out of that. Let me go fight up there. And it happened to be me. Lucky enough, he's got a teammate that's fought me, trips in his ears, says like, oh, Valdina does this, does that. To be honest, you can put all that, crinkle it up, and throw it in the fucking trash, because I'm a completely different fighter since then, and since April. I'm a completely different fighter since yesterday. But Paul Vera, on my end, how I got to Tyler Stevens was Paul Vera gave me like 3 opponent options. And usually I let Joe really decide, because I will say yes to everybody. But Joe was really busy with his fight with Cowboy leading up to that. And that was when I needed to make a fucking decision. It's like, we're a month out right now, 3 weeks almost. Like, I need to get an opponent and start promoting this. So I looked at all 3 without really asking Joe this time. And I said, all right, which one's the toughest one? Which one's got the most experience? And which one brings like the biggest quote unquote threats? And it was Tyler Stevens. So I said, all right, throw him on the chopping block. That's what I want next. Joe, is this okay? I actually asked Joe, and he said, yep, all good. So
I love it, my man. I love it. Well, he's been fighting in his own backyard for some time. I think he's fought his last 3 fights might have been at, where in Alabama, his kind of home state and, his backyard. He's coming here, dude. And as we know, even though you're on the preliminary card or part of the event, you are a main event caliber with what you bring to, not only the cage, but the crowd you bring, the fire in that crowd, man. What do you think that's going to shake him up? Not that you give a shit, but, you see that in their eyes. We see you in that cage pre-fight, and there's no friendship there. Are you, you looking to break this guy before the fight even happens?
Oh, I mean, yeah, like you said, the key words there was like, I don't really give a shit if it shakes him up or not, going into, my backyard and stuff like that. And, with the fan base I have. To be honest, I know Arthur had his own little like fan base as well that almost like matched mine. Maybe it did. But I got a good look at Arthur when we were facing off, and he was ready to bring it. So that's what I like, that more than seeing someone like broken. You know what I mean? Like, I know like, oh, I'm about to get in a fucking firefight. Let's do it. And I hope I get that same look out of Tyler Stevens' eyes. If he's broken, great. It's a fucking field day. But if not, which I assume he's going to be fine, honest to God. He's got experience. I don't think anything's going to shake him up. But if it does, great. Fuck him.
Excellent, my man. Well, as we know, fighters do get shook up a little bit in Plymouth Memorial Hall when that place is on fire, especially someone coming in from a long way, taking the trek and, fighting in front of, a huge fan base here, man. So as far as the fight, my man, I'm not going to ask you. I'm going to say, when you get your hand raised in here, because you will correct me if I said it any other way. What does this do? What does this do for you, my man? You'll be 5-2, maybe a finish, 3rd finish. as an amateur. What is this fight? Fighting someone here, 12 fights, 13 fights with a great record. What does this do for you as far as moving forward?
It adds to the resume. And to the experience factor that I'm accumulating now as an amateur. That's my number one goal as an amateur is to fight the best of the best amateurs before I go pro. And I think this guy is literally like the front runner for if I was looking at any other, promotion around or anything. I think he's the one that he's the guy I really do need to fight to, I pushed myself into an upper echelon. I think of the amateur fighters fighting this guy, winning against this guy. That's going to put me in a class even above that where it's like, all right, who else? It's for real. Honestly. I mean, I don't want to go pro just yet. I am going to say it. It sucks. I know people at the gym are like, yo, you're sandbagging. I'm like, no, I'm not, dude. No, I'm not. I'm like, listen, I want to get as many fights so I don't see anything new. Yeah, no pro debut just yet, but
that's all right, man. I mean, there's a rematch in the title if that's around. There's other titles out there, man. There's there's opportunities for you, man. No matter what here. So last question, as always, bro, before I let you give you shout outs and stuff like that. What do we expect to see from the Gladiator at Cage Titans 53 next Saturday night, my man?
I think you already know what to expect, Steve. And I think the whole fucking Plymouth Memorial Hall audience knows what's going to happen. I'm going to go in there, guns blazing. Anything I want to happen in that fight is going to happen. That's what I've instilled in this fight camp is just, deploying my will, doing what I want to do, dictating where the fight goes, controlling the center. Everything that I've been working on is going to show in that cage on Saturday night. I promise you.
Well, my man, I can't say it's been a long time because you've been on 5 cards in a row coming. But I can't wait to be there, bro. And, watch you work, listen to that crowd in there. And, congratulations to Tyler Stevens coming in. Great opponent, man. And I'm sure he's going to perform and, put on a great performance in there. So, my man, as always, shout outs, social media, anything you want to say, and I'll let you get going on this Saturday night. And it's fight week, couple days, man.
All right, thanks, man. I gotta swipe to get my sponsors though. Is that cool?
Go ahead, my man.
All right. Can you still see me?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
There you go, my man. Hey, if you want to send me a banner or something with all them on there, I'll throw it on while you're saying this. But if not, throw them all out there, bro, and then your social media right after. I'll let you get out of here.
I actually don't have any banner for this one or anything, but next fight I'll probably do some shit. But anyway, fuck, I just lost it.
Sorry.
It's all right. So, first sponsor, going down the list, Kayla Frazier, graphic design. I know a lot of these sponsors sound redundant whenever I come on your show, but I have to give them the love. And Kayla Frazier is a very good friend of mine, and she's, she covers my ass a lot when it comes to like the t-shirt designs, getting them in on time and stuff like that. She's awesome. Define Fitness is a new sponsor in my hometown, Drake. It's a gym that, they were kind enough that anytime I'm up north now, because I live in the Cape basically to train, anytime I'm up there, they allow me in their gym. And I get to use the facility, 24-hour gym. So it's awesome. Patty's Pub in Drake. Actually, it's Patty's Ale House in Drake, Mass. They're good family friends. I wrestled with his son a while back in high school. And it's probably one of the best Drake bars in the town. Into Action Recovery is the next one. And that's a 5-step program that my family created to battle, addiction and stuff like that. Party Time Rental is my family's party tent rental company. And summertime is here. So listen, these tents that we put up, they ain't coming down. They look slick too. I'm telling you, any event that you want, we got tables and chairs and party tents. Hit us up. US Golden Pawn. That's my oldest sister's boyfriend's pawn shop in Manchester, New Hampshire, and they give the best deals around. Check them out. Get Right Nutrition. It's another new sponsor in my hometown, Drake, Mass. They have awesome post-workout shakes that really keep me fueled up right after. Great for this weight cut. It really was. So check them out too. It's a brand new spot. They have a sister company in Lowell, Mass called Get Right. Stupid Genius Studios. That's a rap recording studio consisting of 3 major artists, which is CK Major, Chaz King and Low Rich. Low Rich, actually, I think he just came out with some new content, so check him out. And Chaz King did as well. Jen's Jewelers. This is a new sponsor. It's a jewelry shop in Manchester, New Hampshire. I like my rings. I'm sure if I go there, they're going to hook me up as well. So go over there if you want to be styling out on a Friday night or a Saturday night.
Fight night on fight night.
McNeil Landscaping is another sponsor in Drake at Mass. He covers basically all like the whole state, I'm pretty sure, though, or at least the Merrimack Valley up there with landscaping. And hit them up with the summer weather. You want your lawn looking nice, people coming over. Come on. Now, finally, Pete the Job Guy.
Finally.
He is a radio broadcaster down in Jacksonville, Florida, and he does a lot of networking opportunities for people as well. So reach out and hit him up. And all these sponsors can be found in my Instagram's link in its bio. And that's all.
Excellent, my man. Man, I'm proud of you. Not that I wasn't before, but I mean, like, not only are you growing in the cage and as a human being, you're growing just in life and with sponsors and everything, man. You're shining, you're doing it, man. Fighting is your life, and it's great to see you doing it and doing it with style, my man. So, last thing, social media, so everyone can check this out and get them links and everything else. Throw it out there.
Okay, so my Instagram is at Andrew Valdina, just my full name. Check it out. A lot of cringy stuff, but some good stuff. Stay up to date with my fights. My Twitter, I actually just created a Twitter about a month or two ago. I think it's Andrew_Valdina. And my TikTok is Andrew Valdina as well.
Excellent, my man. Well, dude, I'll be seeing you in a week's time, man. And I can't wait, bro. It's going to be a great, great event. A lot of great fights. Some big titles on the line, man. And you as, that preliminary fight, but the real main event, my man. The real main event.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go.
All right. With that said, the Gladiator, we out of here. I'll see you in a week.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye.